Hi, everybody. I'm Nina Taylor with this week's Gospel News. Pastor Shirley Caesar is among the most beloved and admired artists to ever record Christian music, both for her unbelievable longevity as a sanctified and spirited owner of the center stage and for her remarkable integrity and devotion as an ordained minister of the gospel. 11-time Grammy Award-winning gospel singer Shirley Caesar has become the 2,583rd recipient of a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The honor comes as the 77-year-old legend celebrates her 50th anniversary year as a solo artist. Her most recent album, Fill This House, was released back on June 3rd. Caesar is known as a musical trailblazer who has influenced a wide range of artists across all genres, says Liron Gubler. He's the president and CEO of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, which oversees the Walk of Fame. Her career has made an indelible mark on American music and the sound of gospel. Caesar, her star is located right in front of the Fonda Theater and next to BB and CC Winans. Yolanda Adams and Kirk Franklin were both on hand to help honor the great gospel singer. You know, church should not be a scary place, but one Sunday, which last Sunday, it was for the members of the small and Henrico African Church. It's a stranger came into the congregation on Appreciation Sunday, and during the praise and worship segment of the service, the unidentified man, who was neither a member nor a visitor with good intentions, entered with a pit bull. The dog was not a working dog, even though the man claimed it was, and the man wasn't blind, even though he claimed that he was. He entered being disruptive and sat in the back of the church. Then he became very loud and unleashed the dog, but kept him on the seat next to him. Members of the church tried talking to him. They asked him to get the dog, put him back on the leash, because most of the children and the young people sit in the back of the church. But the man refused. He said, "No, I'm not going to do it." So at that moment, one of the members felt a sense of security being threatened. So they went out of the church and called the police, and someone had already contacted them. When the police arrived, they approached him, and he did not comply, creating more tension in the church, and the officer eventually got him and the dog out of the church, and later on it was found out that the unidentified man had been arrested. Who's got new music? Well, congratulations to William Murphy. He makes a strong debut on the charts with his newly released fifth album. It's called Demonstrate, which debuted at #1 on the current gospel album charts. Now, also congratulations to Common, Devon Franklin, and Tony Krantz Jr. Guess what they're doing? They're making a remake of the movie Cooley High. That's right, the 1975 coming-of-age drama set in the 1960s Chicago and focused on a group of high school pals with big dreams of getting out of the South Side. Cooley High fell in a series of terrific coming-of-age films of the day, like American Graffiti, The Lords of Flatbush, and The Wanderers. Beyond that, the original became influential in African-American storytelling. It told a complex depiction of life as a black American teenager in the 1960s. Originally, the cost of the film was $750,000 to make it, but the film grossed over $13 million. Cooley High also addressed serious topics like gang violence, masculinity, and sexism, and the value of education in the black community. That made it fertile ground for Franklin, who is the former Sony executive who has focused on making films of uplifting content, and the Chicago native Common, who with John Legend shared the Oscar for Best Song for the movie Selma, and the director of the original movie, Tony Krantz Jr. All right, so we'll keep you updated on when that movie is available and when we can see it. Now, this from Los Angeles. The Motion Picture Academy, this the ones who govern the Oscars, invites a record number of new members, and many of them are people of color. 6 months after announcing intentions to double the number of female and minority members to its ranks by 2020, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has invited 683 new members to join the organization. The Academy says the invitees are 46% female, 41% minority, and represent 59 countries. Should all the invitees accept the new class, it would make up the Academy's overall membership to 27% female and 11% non-white, up from 25% and 8% respectively. Idris Elba, Chadwick Boseman, Eva Mendes, Mary J. Blige, Ryan Coogler, America Ferrera, and Anika Noni Rose are among the actors that are invited for membership. Well, that's your gospel news for this week. I'm Nina Taylor. Let's get back to more great gospel music from Gospel in the Streets.